today. This 2012 Ford Focus is behind me, and we're going to be trying to fix the stuck open clutch situation here on this. Now, this one is actually the lower actuator right now, but top and bottom are actually the same part, so I'm going to change both of them. Just eliminate all those issues. Put a new one in one, might as well put a new one in the other. So what I'm going to do, got the car in the air safely so I can get underneath, get the lower one, and we'll do the top one. You're going to need an E8 socket. Some people use a 1/4 inch, but the E8 socket is the correct socket to use for the special star-headed bolts on the actuators. Now, first step we're going to do is go ahead and disconnect the battery. That way the transmission should, in theory, reset itself, and then we can drive it around after the new actuators. With the new actuators, after it's reset itself to learn itself, and it should shift good after that. So, you start by disconnecting the battery cable. Take a 10mm, disconnect the battery. Now I am going to go ahead and start up here at top, removing the air box. Alright, so in case you couldn't tell, there's a strap right here. Goes around that part of the air box. Those just pop in, so you can just pop that out. This hose disconnects by pulling that over. That one connects by that. That way, had room to move that. And you can see, now we have access to that. So what you're going to do is pull this yellow tab out. It'll unlock. Push and pull that back. Once you pull and release it all the way, it'll unlock, and the sensor is, or the actuator is now unplugged. Now we're just going to take the E8 and loosen all the screws holding it in place. And honestly, they're not even that tight. Now this one right here, that one is going to be the hard one. There we go. I just used a little swivel, give me the correct angle that I needed. I just had to slightly move radiator hose out of my way. No big deal. Alright, now I got all 4 screws out. It literally just pulls out like that. Now new one. Right in place. And all I'm going to do, get all these started, tighten them back down. Before we put it all back together, be sure to plug it back in. Now, just get to put everything back together. Alright, this one's a little easier. I'm under the car, driver's side, there it is. Right there, a lot easier to get to. I think it's supposed to have some kind of splash shield here. But I don't see a splash shield. This car does not have one. I remember reading about a splash shield, but this car is actually damaged here. The valance and the inner fender. Maybe I got a little warm water hit it and screwed it up. I don't know. But as you can see, but let's be honest, if all else fails, you can't get your hand in there to loosen that. Let's go ahead and remove this one. And once we get it out, then we'll be able to unplug it. Alright, screws are out. That just falls out. This one's a lot more stubborn than the one up top. There we go. Alright. Old one. Install the new one. Now what I do is, like on the top, I'll snug them all down, and then I'll go over them one last time, make sure they're tight. So once you tighten this one down, you've done the top one, whichever order you're in. Make sure the harnesses for the actuators are plugged in, and the little clip goes back in and locks it back in place. Make sure all the hoses and sensors that you disconnected are reconnected. Okay, there it is. Actuators are in, top and bottom, both of them are done. Now this is extremely easy to do, and it can be extremely cheap if you shop around for your parts. I could have went cheaper in my parts, but I bought from someone in the USA instead of buying over in China, because one in the USA got to me in 4 days. The estimated ship time on the ones from China was over a month. So I paid a little bit more and got them here. Now it's pretty easy, 4 screws in each one, not a big deal. An E8 socket, which you can pretty much get just about anywhere. They're not like a crazy expensive tool. You could try the 1/4-inch socket, it'll work just fine. The only hard part really about this is removing the air box, disconnecting the hoses and all that. It's really the hardest part about this. Didn't take no time at all. All I got left to do is connect the battery. Now I can't guarantee this will fix every transmission out there, but if you're having issues, it is something cheap and easy you can try yourself before paying a high repair cost. And sometimes that is the case, and that can save you a lot of money if you just replace those first, and that was it. So I hope this information proved helpful to you. As always, thanks for watching.